So next up is a 1350 series two-piece shaft. It's all Spicer. It's an OE shaft for my customers, Pelletiers Auto Service. It's for one of their customers' rigs. And the ask is, what's going on with this thing? It's vibrating like crazy. And so that's turning pretty slow. That's only about 700 RPM, if that. And you can see the center bearing area here is just pretty busy. So we'll whack the throttle a little bit and get an idea what's going on here. Doesn't take very long for it to come into a audible noise. The bearing is not quiet either, but that's the clattering of it being balanced. As you can see, there's quite a lot of energy there. Slow this down. We don't have to run that too far to discuss what we have to discuss. Right here, just examining it on the bench, and the only real tell is there's just the edge of a little spot weld there left, so it's hucked the weight off in this area right there. There is some other weights upstream here, so probably it was a fairly good sized weight just by guessing. You know, just we'll find out in the long run. But so you can see I've wiped the table off on my balancing machine. I always do when I set something up, and it's just hucking off little shards of rust as it's spinning. That's legit right there. So I did indicate this as best I could. I locked this trunnion out here, the balancer, the center bearing stand, and it does the stub shaft showing a little bit of a wag in it, and that's not too unusual on these used two-piece shafts. I straighten those things routinely. This thing would really benefit from being dusted off. I sandblast a tremendous amount of these things, and that's what really would benefit this one as well. And just get it cleaned up properly down to the base metal. Rust does not balance, and it just continues to build and cause other problems. And clean this up real good, and then I'll address the bearing and the stub if it's running out, and straighten that if I have to, which is, like I said, I do it all the time. And then new U-joints. Those are 1350 Spicer snap tights, which are good U-joints, and there's still nothing wrong with those, except for, you know, the duration of how long they've been in. I have no idea what year this vehicle is or anything, but the bearing is on its way out also. So refresh of this would be what my advice would be, and I'll I'll send this over to Pelletiers and we will discuss.